Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Got their annual passes and their lanyards. I reckon one day, Jacob, who knows, your name could be up on that board. What do you think? The big reveal at the end of the show is the Atlantis. They've even got a SpaceX rocket in here. This is the life. It is. And where the boys want dinner. That's right. They fancy Blaze pizza. Good morning and welcome back to the channel. We are off out today. Perhaps not quite as early as we would have wanted, but we're on our way because we're heading to the Kennedy Space Center today, which is on the Atlantic coast. So yeah, we're on the road as we speak, and it's about another 50 minutes away from where we are now, and it's roughly an hour away from Disney Saratoga Springs. So come along with us as we go out of this world and into space. So we're just driving along Interstate 95. Kids can't wait. They're getting fidgety in the back, as you can hear. It's the tit for tat time starting. Look.
No shins, only.
Yeah, there we go. Look. We can see the sea.
Oh my God! No way.
I can just about see the NASA building in the distance. So if you watched our planning vlog for this trip, you will know that we ordered and bought the annual pass via FloridaTix. When you arrive at Kennedy Space Center with your printed paper ticket from FloridaTix, you have to go to the will call desk, where they will give you some cards to get, some ticket cards to get through the main entrance. You then have to go to guest services to get those assigned to you individually. So that's where we're headed now. It was really nice and straightforward. We just went into the guest services, gave them our tickets, had to give them our full names, but then we had to have a photo taken. You can leave an email address so they can send you details of pass holder events, and then you get your annual pass holder lanyard, which is cool. I will get the boys to demonstrate that for you now. There we go. Look, you've got their annual passes and their lanyards. Cool, dudes. We're getting ready for launch. They found the switches. That's it. We're getting ready for launch.
All I wanted to was out of the question. I wasn't good enough. So I became a manager.
So it's quite obvious they weren't telling me exactly.
Walking around the Heroes display in here, which is all about all of the former astronauts. So they've got some displays in here of artifacts from lots of different astronauts. And it talks about what makes a hero and all of the things and the qualities and the things that make for a hero, really. I reckon one day, Jacob, who knows, your name could be up on that board. What do you think? This then is the rocket garden, which you can do guided tours certain times of the day. Even Kennedy Space Center has a Starbucks. Amazing. So we're just going into the Orbit Café. So as you can imagine, they have your usual kind of quick serve food. They also have these ordering windows because the app wasn't working. This is our order. This is the food. Jacob got a burger, Finley got pizza. I got the chicken salad. Mark, you also got a burger. Then we got 2 bottles of water and 2 fountain sodas. With pass holder discount, this is how much it costs. I mean, to some degree, you are a bit of a captive audience in here in that you can't like just pop out and go and get something else. It's a bit more difficult to do that. But they have no restrictions on you bringing your own food in. So we've seen a number of people sitting on picnic tables outside with their own kind of picnics, or they've brought sandwiches, they've brought snacks. So you can easily get through the day without needing to buy food if you're prepared to wait. But yeah, that's up to everybody. Next up, we're heading into the Space Shuttle Atlantis exhibits.
This is what it looks like.
There we go, look. The big orange rocket that we saw on the way in. So here's a funny story about this display thing. So when Mummy and Daddy came on a cruise, when we came here, do you remember, sweetheart? The cruise? And we came to the Space Centre as our last thing that we did on the cruise, and they were pulling the rocket ship for this display in. It was on the back of a truck, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it was. So the big reveal at the end of the show is the Atlantis, and it is an epic show. You just need to come and watch it and just see the way they reveal the space shuttle, because it's phenomenal. And also, just let the crowds go through. Stand at the back, let the crowds come in first. There you go, Finn's got his picture, he's very happy.
It's a video actually.
He's got a video, he's very happy. Amazing, Finn. Such videography skills. Yeah, and just literally wait until everybody's gone and get a picture of it with no one by, and then you can at least have a proper look at it. So hang around, it's worth it. We're queuing to go and have a look at what the shuttle's like inside. So Finley's in. Astronaut Finley.
Hi, isn't you interested?
Good job.
Go, Jacob! I took off. Oh my god. Feels so sketchy, man.
Kids have just been through the International Space Station.
That's how fast the rocket went down.
Oh.
Because you look on the side.
Look up what we're looking at, Jacob.
Huh? Look.
We're looking at the inside of a rocket. Right, Finney's operating the crane to get the aircraft all lined up, the space shuttle.
And you move it forwards.
Oh, there we go, look, too far. You're under pressure now, you've got 30 seconds. Don't think it's going to move fast enough for you to be able to complete it, although you're going to get close.
Sir, you exceeded the assembly time.
It was close.
You were close.
I was trying to smash it up.
You were very
There's
close.
an awful lot of rocket fuel in there.
There is.
It would have gone.
It would.
Probably would have been a bit of a louder bang than that, but
You have a gift experience shop in here too. So as you would imagine, there's lots of things you can buy here, and they also have a big shop outside the front as well, so you don't necessarily need to rush to buy anything now. 100% recommend you go and visit the Atlantis exhibit. It is epic, it really is. Heading to Mars. That's a lot, isn't it? That's a lot. Jacob's got a plan. We're going to make Marky work for NASA, which means then when Jacob wants to go work there, Marky can get him in. That's the plan. He's going to be
A marine biologist.
so we're going to have space covered and we're going to have the oceans covered, aren't we? Yes.
If we just discovered space and we didn't discover the ocean, people would just go in the ocean thinking, oh, there's nothing in the ocean that can be other discovered. But then if people realise that there could be like really rare stuff, like rare fish, that could just...
Exactly. We need to explore everywhere, don't we? Yeah. So we were going to go and do the bus tour, but we've opted to come back and do that another time. Whether that's this holiday or whether that is when we live here. Yeah.
Which I advise we do it when we live here, because then it won't matter when we go.
No. At the moment, the queue is about a 45-minute one to actually get on a bus.
It doesn't matter.
And Jacob's just not feeling that. So the other thing that we possibly need to do is to go and talk to guest services and see if they have any ways around that. Given they are like an autism centre, they have been approved as that. So we perhaps need to go and ask that question. But either way, we are going to head out and find something else to look at. So we've come into the IMAX theatre so we can watch one of the shows. And the one that we're going to be watching is Space, the New Frontier. Have like an IMAX snacks thing in here so you can get a drink, some popcorn, pretzels, some sweets. So that's handy. What did you think of the show in the IMAX theatre? Was it interesting? Yeah. What about you, Finster? Did you find it interesting? Very cool in here. They've even got a SpaceX rocket in here. And loads of the pods and things that they're going to be using in the future. Interesting. So it was interesting in the gateway as well. They've got a couple of simulator type rides in there. Again, there was just a bit of a wait, and I think Jacob's a little bit getting to his thresholds for what he can cope with today. So what we've said is there's no pressure. We've got annual passes, so we can come back and do the rides and do the bus tour another day, because the last bus tour was at 3:30. So we've now missed the bus tour for today. But it's, you know, that's the whole point of having an annual pass. You just get to come, have a little wander around, enjoy the bits that you can do at that point in time, and then come back another day and do the bits that you missed or the bits that you want to do again. So
The other theatre show I want to do.
there's another show in the IMAX cinema. So we did one of them, and then there's another one called Deep Space. So we'll have to do that one next time. There's a hyperdeck VR thing that you can do as well as a couple of like rides, and we've also got the whole of the other visitor centre off at the end of the bus tour. So we've got loads to do. We think we're actually going to go and have a wander around the shop. Loungefly fans. These are pretty epic. Cool, because you can get mission patches. We've got some cool funky stuff in there. Jacob, we saw a nice picture for your bedroom wall, didn't we, when we move here? Technical drawing of the Saturn rocket, that would be cool. We think we're going to head out now. Jacob's a bit done. done. Finley's looking for an ice cream. So we're going to make our way back to the car. Bye for now, Kennedy Space Centre. What did you think? Did you really enjoy that today?
Yeah.
What was your favourite thing?
Seeing the Atlantis Space Shuttle.
That was amazing, wasn't it? What about you, Finley? What was your favourite?
Same thing.
Same.
I almost got an even better thing that out of nowhere that decides we're going to go watch the rocket launch at 8:45.
Yes, that is because today we didn't plan this. Very randomly, we ended up here, and today there is a rocket launch. So we're trying to figure out now what we can do and where we can go to watch the rocket launch. So we're going to do some research in the car. So we're all back in the car now, and we are going to make our way down to Cocoa Beach. We can probably get some food down there, get ice cream, and there's also apparently a spot to watch the launch. So we're going to go and give it a whirl. As soon as we're here, why not? As we're on our way, here you can see the Blue Origin building there. There's an Airbus facility over there.
It's a drawbridge. Does this, you know, like the cruise ships go through here? Oh, there's definitely no boats through here.
There's a marina down there, look at that. Oh, I see the sea. I can just see the NASA building in the very background.
Blue orange and one in front of it.
I love it how it's called Cocoa Beach.
Here, we've come to the beach, to the beach, to the beach. Here down at Cocoa Beach. So it's been as it was so close, why not, hey? Disney cruise ship going out the port.
What's the magic?
Why does the water look so polluted?
We've come down to the beach for some dinner, haven't we?
Actually, on the beach, in fact, we're in the sea.
We're in the sea, on the pier. It's amazing. This is the life. This is the life. It is. We are here at Pier 62, which is the west side Cocoa Beach Pier. So this is the menu. So this then is the drinks side of the menu. Very nice indeed. With key lime pie for dessert. Oh yes. These are the food options. We're going round trying key lime pie.
No, we're not. We're waiting for photos to be taken.
Okay. So here we are at Cocoa Beach, trying their key lime pie. View on the key lime pie marquee.
It's horrible, you won't like.
I won't like it.
Yeah, you are.
What do you think of the key lime pie, Finlay?
Sit.
No, 9.
No.
9, amazing. So,
I think I enjoyed it.
now I'm going to disagree with Marky and say that I really thought the custard on there was really good. And it's like nice and limey and tart. I disagree.
It was for my childhood.
It was, yes, because yeah, look what happened. Yeah. One person ate the most of that key lime pie, and it wasn't me and Marky. It was you. It was you.
I had 3. That was it.
3 giant spoons is what you had.
Actually, I think I had 3 giant ones and like 2 little ones.
To be fair, Finn, you ate more than I did. So.
He did, that's what I said, he ate more than we did. You're going to have to share key lime pie with the child now as well.
Keep trying to find things you don't like, and I'm not being successful.
Wait, that means I can just get key lime pie for myself?
You can, yeah. You're going to live on what now?
Shrimp. Just shrimp. I know he doesn't like that.
He's gonna.
Well, you're good there because none of us like
And I'm
that.
pretty sure, like, mahi, I don't think you'll like that.
Yeah,
either.
we're not going to like that
Or
either.
tuna.
No.
So basically, I'm just going to live on fish.
Yeah. It's going to be just like being in Japan all over again.
Then it's become a fish. That means he's gonna become a
Japan
fish.
was
It's
amazing.
going to kill the
Food was
fish,
a bit-
Finn.
He's gonna become a fish. And then he's gonna live in the ocean. He's gonna have gills.
Yeah.
He's gonna have gills on his neck.
Yeah.
Great idea.
And then he's gonna be fish boy.
He's going to eat fish.
Fish man.
Fish boy apparently.
He's gonna be called Fish Man.
Does that mean he's going to become a shark if he's going to eat the fish?
Yeah. And then I could see him, and then I smack him.
Sounds like a plan.
So violent. Not me.
He's gonna try to eat me.
So we've just had a nice drink at the Riki Tiki Tavern, which is behind me. So that was very nice. We were going to attempt to stay for the launch, but that was quite clearly not going to be something that was possible. So we're going to call it a day and head back to the resort. So bye-bye Cocoa Beach Pier. We'll be back. I find it interesting that, like, as far as the two coastlines go, the Gulf Coast is definitely my favourite for a day at the beach.
What, like Clearwater side?
Yeah.
Has it got something to do with the fact that it's crystal clear blue waters and it's warm water?
Yeah, I don't. There's just something about this side that just isn't as appealing to come. Like, I'd want to stay. I'd happily stay at Clearwater for a few days and just have a nice little break there. I always think when we've been down here that I have no desire to stay here and have a few day break here.
I don't think it's as appealing this side. I think it's nice to come over and come and visit.
Yeah.
But I don't know if this.
Like drive to for a day because it's like only an hour. It's literally like an hour.
Yeah, I don't think it doesn't appeal to me to come over here and stay here.
No. I mean, there may be some nicer bits, but yeah, that bit that was kind of like by the pier. I mean, it's not unpleasant. It just doesn't appeal as much as the idea of staying for a couple of days at Clearwater on St. Pete's or Anna Marie Island or something. So yeah, interesting. Horses for courses and all that. Everybody's got a different feel. Definitely more of a Gulf girl than an Atlantic girl. So we made it to the bit where you can see Disney Springs. Now we need to make our way around this way to the walkway. This way you can get the friendship boats back to the resorts or from one side of Disney Springs to the other. But we're going to walk, aren't we, Jacob?
We're not lazy.
We need those steps.
We need the steps, that's what we need. Made it in, we're here. It's the first time we've actually been on something like Disney other than the hotel. Isn't it? And where the boys want dinner. That's right. They fancy Blaze pizza. So we've made it into Blaze, we've ordered, we've gone for a simple cheese. We have a simple cheese pizza, that is. I've done a take two, which is where you have half a pizza and you can choose between having a side salad, some meatballs, a cheese, pizza bread thing,
Garlic bread?
something like that, wasn't it? And then Mark's gone for a full pizza. We've had 2 beers, a bottle of water and a fountain soda for Finn. And the total was 55, just over 56, just under $56. Yeah. I think it was 55.90 something. So it's not too bad really, is it? No. This was a side salad and you could have it as a Caesar. They've got some other options. So I got Caesar but I got no dressing. Finney's happy because he's going to nick the croutons. So is Mark.
And Danny.
Pizzas are in. And that's what I mean by you getting half a pizza with the side salad. Is it a bit hot, Marky?
It was hotter than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Good, Jacob?
So we've made it back to the room after a nice little stroll into Disney Springs and some dinner. And now everybody is all tucked up in bed.
Apart from me. Well, kind of.
Kind of. Kids are just having 5. But we've had a lovely day being tourists today and going to the Kennedy Space Centre. Would you recommend it?
Space Centre?
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Yes. I think if you are people that are just like looking at things and reading information about stuff and just being completely wowed by, you know, science and technology basically, then yes, it's a big thumbs up. There's not a lot in the way of rides. There is a planet play area, which is like an indoor play thing, so you could potentially take younger children to play in there. But if like STEM type stuff really is not your thing, you may enjoy it. Just have a look at what's there is what I would say. But for us as a family of STEM people, we've had an absolutely fabulous day. So that being said, we are gonna head off to sleep, ready for tomorrow, which is gonna be more of a living like a local day. And I say that because tomorrow the boys want to go to Urban Air, which is the indoor trampoline park that we tried to go to the other day, but we couldn't because we didn't really have enough time to make the most of it. So we are going back tomorrow, and that is what we're going to do. So living like a local, exactly the kind of thing that we would do with the kids if we lived here. So come along and have a look, because the place looked insanely epic. And we will see you on the next vlog. So thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe and you can see what we get up to the rest of the holiday. If you've enjoyed this video, give us a big thumbs up, and if you've got any questions about any of the things that we've done today, please drop them in the comments below. Other than that, bye for now.
Bye-bye.